Hey guys, it's Jennifer from Live, Laugh, Love to Read. So today I'm doing a book review on The MAID by Nita Prose. And I'm giving it 5 stars. 5 stars, guys. This was so good. It was different, but it was so refreshing that it wasn't a thriller. It wasn't really a drama. It wasn't really any of those things. It was different, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. 5 stars. So, let me read a synopsis. Molly Gray is not like everyone else. She struggles with social skills and misreads the intentions of others. Her gran used to interpret the world for her, codifying it into simple rules that Molly could live by. So, what they don't really say, but you kind of figure out, is that she must have Asperger's or something like that. She kind of reminds me of my niece in that way. Since Gran died a few months ago, 25-year-old Molly has been navigating life's complexities all by herself. No matter, she throws herself with gusto into her work as a hotel maid. Her unique character, along with her obsessive love of cleaning and proper etiquette, make her an ideal fit for the job. She delights in donning her crisp uniform each morning, stocking her cart with miniature soaps and bottles, and returning guest rooms at the Regency Grand Hotel to a state of perfection. And that's how she talks. Molly's orderly life is upended the day she enters the suite of the infamous and wealthy Charles Black, only to find it in a state of disarray and Mr. Black himself dead in his bed. Before she knows what's happening, Molly's unusual demeanor has the police targeting her as their lead suspect. So she finds Mr. Black in his bed dead, and she calls down to the reception and tells them, and yeah. So long story short, they suspect her of killing him. But what has gone on is Molly is so trusting, and she is so she doesn't know how to read social cues. She doesn't know how to read facial expressions. So she doesn't know when somebody is taking advantage of her. Yeah. So she starts dating this bartender that works in the hotel. To her, they're dating, but they're not. He's basically using her. Yeah. Let's see. She quickly finds herself caught in a web of deception, one she has no idea how to untangle. Fortunately for Molly, friends she never knew she had unite with her in a search for clues to what really happened to Mr. Black. But will they be able to find the real killer before it's too late? So they do arrest Molly for the murder. Yeah, it's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. But I really enjoyed Molly. She kind of reminded me of what was that children's book that I just loved? What was her name? Amelia Bedelia. That's who she kind of reminded me of, because everything to her is literal, and everything is, everything is black and white to her. Like I said, she can't read facial expressions. She doesn't get like sayings, or expressions. So she takes everything literally, and she is obsessively cleaning everything. Like, she is like, when she gets home to the apartment, she takes off her shoes and she uses a wiping cloth that's just for shoes before she puts them in the closet. And yeah, so she's grown up with her Gran, and her grandma is a maid also at a quite wealthy family's house or mansion. And so she is a quite clean person too, and so they have a cleaning schedule at home. Mondays are for dusting, Tuesdays are for cleaning the kitchen, Wednesdays for the floors, Thursdays for the laundry, so forth. And so she teaches her, cleanliness is next to godliness and all this. And she helps her navigate through life because she knows that Molly is different. Now, Gran has passed away. She had pancreatic cancer, I think is what she had. So now Molly's 25 and she's having a little bit of struggle navigating through life now. And she works at this big Grand Regency hotel, very fancy. It's got marble floors, and and then she comes across a friend. It's actually Mr. Black, who she finds dead. It's actually his second wife, who is closer in age to Molly, and they become friends. And Gazelle, her name is Gazelle, and she tells her, Molly will say something, and Gazelle's like, "You can't say that." And she's like, "Oh, I can't?" She's like, "No." I don't take it the wrong way, but other people will. And she's like, helping her, like, don't say this, don't do that. People will think that you're weird, type thing. So they become friends. But yeah, then Molly does get arrested. And yeah, that's all I'm going to tell you, because I want you to read it. So good, guys. Worth the wait. If you're on the wait list for the library, like I was on hold for this for 3 different libraries, hoping one would come before the other one, and this one came, and I was like so excited. At first I was kind of like, I don't know about this book, y'all. I don't know, why is it such a big hype? I don't know. But then I got it. When I finished it, I was like, 5 stars. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. I became very enamored with Molly, the maid, and even though she was stilted, even though she was devoid of not really emotions, because she did have emotions, but she just didn't know the social norms and the social, acceptable behavior, because to her, like I said, to her, she didn't know if, she would ask her Gran, what does this mean? And so Gran would tell her. Or what does it mean when someone's eyebrows do this, or whatever. And Gran would be like, okay, that means they're surprised by something you said, probably. So, but when Gran dies, she does struggle a little bit. 5 stars. This was good. 5 stars. 5 stars, 5 stars. So that was it, guys. That's all I got. Sitting in front of my RV window with the window open, the shade open. At home, when we live in the trailer park, I never want to open the shades and stuff. It just feels so different here. RV parks and RV resorts have such a different atmosphere, and it's just so friendly. Everybody's taking walks. I've been taking 2 or 3 walks a day, and everybody's really friendly. And you say hi, you stop and talk, and yeah, it's just a totally different atmosphere, and I'm just loving it. Absolutely loving it. All right, guys, that's all I got. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check back for more book videos. Thanks, friends. I'll see you next time.